Hearty pranams to all, and my special gratitude, heartfelt thanks. Words are too small to express to our dearest elder brother and our former president Ramnath Kovindji for being part of this and conducting himself as the chairman of the celebration committee. Heartful thanks. As an organization, as individuals, we have come a very long way. And though it may seem that we have moved from the first basant of 10 or 12 people to 1964% of 40 people to few lakhs participating globally, yet we have to cover a greater distance. Our goal is much higher. Our inward progress is stupendous. Each individual, at some point or the other, has felt some profound divine experiences within themselves. We need to nurture them further. The flowering that is happening within ourselves, it must become a garden. So it ought to become the garden. Earlier, there was not much of interest in most of us reading literature of our mission. But now, especially the youngsters are showing greater and greater interest in learning more about spirituality. And I'm so happy that this hunger is triggered amongst our youth. And of course, our elders will guide them properly, nurture them properly, our preceptors. Now, we have benchmarked that you will not become preceptor unless you know 75%. We have increased the limit threshold, and existing preceptors, think about yourself. Rather, my heart is not willing to conduct tests on existing preceptors. There will be rebellious attitude if I impose it. But think of one thing. Would Babuji be happy with the knowledge level that we have? Think of it. Youngsters sometimes ask us a question. What is moksha? What is prapannagati? What is brahmagati? How many of us as preceptors can answer these fundamental questions of Sahajmarg philosophy? Even after reading the books, even when you read the page that this is moksha, this is prapannagati, this is brahmagati, as preceptors we are supposed to instill the condition, not just the knowledge. If an abhyasi is asking a question from the heart, please explain to me, sir. Of course, we can say transcending Panchabhutas, transcending the dualities of life, dvandvas in life, transcending the heart region, entering the Brahman Mandal makes us eligible for moksha. But this is in the head, which is better than most ignorant people. How to arrive at it? We have to start working on such craving souls day after day, ceaselessly, tirelessly. Prapannagati is explained in this current message. What is Prapannagati? What is it that creates such a state? Is surrender the end of our journey, or is it a means to the end? Is it a process? No. It is both the means as well as the end. We begin with a simple prayer. Prayer means submission, submission to the Lord whom we worship in our heart. This submission slowly and slowly leads us to a state of surrender. Someone asked Babuji how to develop surrender. His simple answer was, create dependency on your master. But we become dependent very conveniently on things in which we only fail. We don't become dependent on the fundamental, vital aspect of life, spirituality. And in order to get even spiritual benefit, we have to do something, no? You cannot have aspirations to grow spiritually and expect master with this faithful dependency or convenient dependency to solve the spiritual riddle in our life. Even to receive a simple gift, you have to stretch your hands. To receive the divine gift, one must open the heart, be receptive at least for a few minutes and invite, imbibe, intensify, all the steps of AEIOU. That ultimately leads us to this state of surrender in a very natural way. Very natural way. That's why Babuji calls it a Sahaj Marg. Something that happens on the path in a very natural way, not artificially, not imposed, not this imposed knowledge that I am Brahman. Even parrots can recite, I am Brahman. But what is beyond all this? When ego is dissolved, surrender is the result. Practice leads us to the dissolution of ego. First the dvandvas, the 5 circles, then the 11 circles. And then the beautiful thing happens. Papannagati is the product of dissolution of ego. And Brahmagati is the result of losing oneself totally. And this happens as soon as we enter the central region. So such is the lofty goal. LALAJI Sahab had coined or learned from Persian, and he described these words in Persian. Surrender to him was described as fanae fana. And Brahmagati was described to him, or rather he described it in Persian as baka-e baka. Often youngsters do write to me, what is this fana-e fana? Fana means annihilation. Annihilation of what? Not of the body, but of your ego. Annihilating, subduing it. And the whole exercise starts by cultivating this state of abudiyat, state of subdued state of insignificance, and making the Lord the only significant thing that can happen in our life. I wish all our elders especially immerse themselves in understanding our literature thoroughly so that they can explain and quench the thirst of our youngsters. In the whole process, they themselves will benefit. To youngsters and elders, to both, I have one simple request. that just as we prepare for, or we used to prepare for our exams, final exams, studying it day in and day out for hours. Remember those days? Try to implement such schedule for your studying the literature of Shah's Marg. You will immensely benefit. With this simple request, I conclude. Our second batch will soon start from 4th. All those who are going, my gratitude for participating in this Bandara and hope to see you very soon. Many people are inquiring, should we have 24th July celebration? Let us have it this year. Going forward, as earlier it was conveyed by the hierarchy that there will be 2 celebrations. But this year we will surely celebrate our dear Babuji Maharaj's birthday, 23rd, 24th and 25th. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Daaji. May we all follow your inspiration and your guidance and fulfill the words that you have set before us today. I now request Shri Ramnath Kovindji, former President of India and Chairman Celebrations Committee, to please deliver the concluding address for the first part of the celebration.
Revered Master Daaji, honorable guests, dear sisters and brothers of the Heartfulness community, first of all, I, on my behalf and on behalf of all our Abhyasi sisters and brothers, express gratitude to our beloved Master Daaji for having delivered his valuable message on this occasion. Dear Abhyasis, this function is ending today. But the celebrations of the teachings and legacy of Babuji Maharaj will continue in our hearts and actions. The spirit of Babuji Maharaj transcends time and space and continues to inspire us. Like a guiding light, it illuminates our path. His presence is not confined to a single event. It is eternally felt in the lives of his followers. Yesterday I had mentioned about Babuji Maharaj's vision of a universal religion. It is heartening to see how his vision of a universal religion has manifested through the Heartfulness movement under Daji's able leadership. The expansion of Sri Ramchandra Mission from its humble beginnings to a global community of practitioners is truly remarkable, and it speaks volumes about the transformative power and gravity of the teachings of Babuji Maharaj. Yesterday I also briefly mentioned about the spiritual initiation that is Diksha. What is the meaning of Diksha? It means that the Guru imparts his essence. I repeat, that the Guru imparts his essence to us. He gives us a part of himself. Today, his essence belongs not only to me, not only to all of you sitting here in his august presence, but also to the millions of Abhyasis who are connected with us through the YouTube channel. I think because of this transfer of Master's essence, Babuji Maharaj said, I quote, I make masters, not disciples, unquote. Dear Abhyasi sisters and brothers, Global Spirituality Mahotsav was held earlier this year. And though I was not physically present here during this event, but I followed it very closely. Leaders of many religions and faiths, a wide range of spiritual communities, yoga gurus, and various spiritual leaders came together in the Mahotsav. I am told that this event, this great and diverse event, witnessed mutual love, affection, and a desire to work together for the benefit of the humankind. Dear sisters and brothers, organizing an event of this magnitude was made possible only due to the vision of the masters and the devoted dedication of the Heartfulness community. It would not be an exaggeration to say that the global spirituality Mahotsav was, in many ways, a manifestation of the ideas enunciated by Swami Vivekananda in the Parliament of World's Religions at Chicago in the year 1893. Imagine what Babuji Maharaj would have felt upon witnessing this love and unity among everyone. This is the beauty of Sahaj Marg, and I extend my fullest and heartfelt appreciation to Daaji for realization of Babuji's vision. Dear sisters and brothers, every religion aims to foster unity among the people, yet each possesses distinctive aspects unique to itself. Similarly, spiritual practices have different names in different cultures. Brahma Vidya, mysticism, Raj Yoga, Sufism, and so on. However, inner peace is the fundamental need for all souls, transcending religious boundaries and requiring universal adoption and practice. Just as our five fingers exhibit individuality but collaborate for a common function, so too should all paths of spirituality harmonize for collective well-being. Babuji pioneered a great harmonizing spiritual project while sitting in a humble corner of a small town in Shahjahanpur, Uttar Pradesh. Today, the fragrance of that initial beginning has spread throughout the world across 160 countries. But is that enough? This is the question which is being put to every Abhyasi. Has our work completed? I think it is just the beginning. I have been told that a few hours before Swami Vivekananda attained Samadhi, he was heard saying to himself that many more Vivekanandas shall be born in time. I hope that the Heartfulness movement also produces many more Babujis and many more Daajis in the future to work for the spiritual upliftment of humankind. Dear sisters and brothers, heartfulness practices and the attitude and spirit of heartfulness brings us together to our original nature. Daaji said during his concluding speech at Global Spirituality Mahotsav that by spreading the message of heartfulness, we can create a world where even gods and angels, I repeat, we can create a world where even gods and angels will envy our planet and wish to be born here. Dear Abhyasi sisters and brothers, so let us all arise, awake, and stop till the goal is reached. Till all humanity, all over the world, all beings in the universe, and all creation emanate the natural spirit of heartfulness in totality. Let us spread, let us spread the same fragrance that Puj Babuji Maharaj transmitted from the remote corner of Shahjapur. Finally, I would appeal to all our Bhyasi and sisters, please let us continue our participation with full enthusiasm and joyous spirit in year-long birthday celebrations of Puja Babuji Maharaj under the able guidance and leadership of revered Master Daaji. Thank you, Jai Hind.